Welcome to week 26. This week we get into some more heart rate zone training, some more higher intensity work, and we hit the gym again and we start making sure that we are hitting the intensity levels that we need to moving forward. Also sit down with Fergus for a catch up and we start planning how we're going to attack the next 3 weeks before I head away to Japan. So enjoy this video and make sure you subscribe and like and share it with your friends. See you soon. Welcome to my journey. We're going to take this and train it to compete in this. Yes, you heard right. This fat, unfit, middle-aged man is going to compete in the Cairns Ironman Triathlon 2024. That's a 3.8k swim, 180k bike ride and a 42k run, well hopefully run. Starting 60 weeks out, you can follow me and see if I've got what it takes to make it all the way. Every week we'll have a new episode and you can see the highs and lows, all the tears, all the blood, all the sweat, and there'll be lots of sweat. I hope you join me and enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do. We'll see you soon. I am about to go for a 30-minute run at 145 heart rate. So it's Sunday morning, first workout of this week, and I'm trying to psych myself up for it, but it's a bit of a struggle, I gotta say. So let's see how it goes. Kilometre down. Haven't even got my heart rate to 145 yet. It's very hard. Two kilometres down. Still struggling at 145. It's 3 kilometres down. It's 3.5 kilometres at that pace. My legs just can't keep going. So have a little break and I'll get in again. Four kilometres down now. 4.5 minutes left. seconds left. Minutes. 4.86 kilometers. Well, I got to say I was pretty happy with that. Got 4.86 kilometers out in the 30 minutes. It does take, I don't know whether I'm supposed to sprint at the start to try and get my heart rate up or let it just come up by itself, but it took like 1.5 kilometers to get to 1:45, so not really have to ask Fergus about that, what the right way to do this is, but anyway, got a good sweat on, so I'll have a nice shower now. I have to say, I'm really enjoying getting back to the gym. I spent a lot of time at the gym as a teenager, and there's something to be said for feeling strong as well as feeling fit. And I think, doing all the work up Castle Hill, all those steps for so many months before I started this journey really strengthened my legs and my joints. And now I feel getting back to the gym is really going to give me a good baseline strength for anything that comes up in life moving forward. So I'm really happy to be back here and enjoying getting back to the gym, even though it hurts. I actually ended up really dehydrated after this session, even with the extra air conditioning, fans, everything. And I think it was mostly to do with my lack of hydration the afternoon before. So again, just a reminder for me again, repeatedly, that I need to keep right on top of my hydration, not just whilst I'm exercising, but before I exercise as well. So yeah, it was a bit of a wreck of a day Wednesday after this ride. Well, that was another little heart rate session. Good times. Finished off the week with a 45-minute run yesterday, heart rate at 135, and I was pretty happy with that. And it wasn't, I won't say it was easy, but it's picking the heart rate at 135 instead of 145 certainly let me run a little bit further. So that was good. And then this morning was just a 2-hour easy ride, 50 Ks was the distance I ended up doing. But it was just not a gentle, but it wasn't nothing timed, nothing heart rate related or anything like that. So it was a nice way to finish off the week, and been certainly spending a lot more time this week looking at food, and I've started counting all of my calories, which is really horrific process. Using Macros First, I think, is the app. So, but actually not as hard as you think, and surprising some of the things that I thought would be bad that weren't bad, and some of the things that I didn't think would be bad that were in the overall process. So learning through all of that is really painful but interesting. As Tom said, my nutritionist, he said, you've got to earn the right to not have to count your calories. And so initially what we're going to do for a couple of weeks is I'm going to try and put everything through the calorie counting, look at where I'm sitting, and then try to work back from there based on the inputs that I need for my training and the fuel and everything like that, and with the aim of wanting to lose weight as well. So I'm doing really well fueling myself at the moment and maintaining my weight, and probably transitioning some of my weight from fat into muscle. So my composition's probably changing a little bit, but I'm not actually losing any of that extra fat that I want to get rid of. So we'll start, once we've got a bit of a baseline, we'll start looking at how we manage those numbers to start losing the fat as well. So it's actually quite a complicated little process. Anyone who says just eat less and exercise more really hasn't looked at the mathematics of it. But that's all good. For me, again, it is learning. It is figuring out what works for me, how I manage that process moving forward. I want to understand all this information for the rest of my life, so that I can not have to count calories in the future. So I know what I should and shouldn't eat, when I should eat. All of that stuff just becomes a natural part of my life, rather than being something I have to control. That's the goal for me, not only to get fit and strong, but to get to the point where I'm naturally managing my body the right way without having to do anything special. It's a readjustment of my lifestyle to fit the requirements that I need to have. So anyway, it's been a great week. And having spoke to Fergus this week, he is going to crank up my training next week. I've got about 3 weeks before we go to Japan, and we are going to hit the kilometers hard, because I'll basically have a couple of weeks off in Japan with some running and some light workouts. But so we're going to go a bit hard before then and really crank things up. So thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe and hit the like button and share it with your friends, and we'll see you next week for an increase in intensity. Let's put it that way. Have a great week.